Let me talk to you. This is Eli Drake, and what are you listening to right now, huh? It's the Mean Street Podcast, dummies. Yeah.
Live on location, this is the Mean Street Podcast.
All right, everybody, it's Brandon coming to you from the Hard Rock Cafe. We just listened to the press conference for the NWA, and now we're doing a quick one-on-one here with Eli Drake. How are you, sir?
Doing all right. I shouldn't have gotten the Starbucks this morning. It's giving me terrible heartburn, but I'm all right.
All right. So there's a whole lot of buzz this week, especially a lot of big things happening in the whole world of wrestling here, and of course, right here in Atlanta, the NWA tonight and tomorrow night with a couple of big TV tapings. What's your take on just everything that's going on in the world of wrestling right now? Like, how's the NWA going to stand out with everything else that's going on right now?
Well, I mean, if you just look at the fact that we're doing studio wrestling, that's going to make us stand out in the first place. A lot of people might be like, well, isn't that moving backwards? No. And I think Billy kind of outlined it just right, where he was saying if you innovate within the medium, that's really the key to everything. So the forum doesn't really matter. That forum is going to, if you look at the old formula, it was always the studio shows on television or whatever medium you consume it from sell the bigger story, the bigger picture, whether that be the December 14th pay-per-view we have coming up here in Atlanta or like a Crockett Cup type of event, any of that. So we're looking at the studio show as a vehicle to sell our brand, sell our stories, but at the same time, you got to consider the idea that it's going to look different than what else you're seeing on TV as far as wrestling. And as far as wrestling is concerned right now, you can tell that the audiences are clamoring for some sort of change, some sort of adaptation, an innovation, if you will, and that's exactly what we're promising with this forum.
Now, we're very excited because we're right up the road in Kennesaw, so we're not too far from Atlanta, and we're excited that you're going to be doing the TV tapings here. Do you know how often you're going to be doing the TV tapings? Is it every couple weeks, every couple, once a month, anything like that? Do you know?
That part I don't know. I don't know how they actually have that all laid out. I guess we'll find out as the plane tickets come in. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, look, I love coming to Atlanta. I got close friends who are around here. It's always a good spot. So I don't know. If we're here more often, I'm cool with that. The next thing that I know for sure, December 14th, live pay-per-view here in Atlanta. And maybe we'll be here before then. Maybe that's the next time we'll be here. I really don't know at this point.
Gotcha. And, of course, for you personally, for your big goals here in the NWA, I got to imagine the world's title, looking at Nick Aldis, but also the national title with James Storm. Anybody on your radar? Who else are you looking at to face one-on-one?
Well, anytime we go to any company, the idea is to be the champion, to be recognized as the best. That's what tells you you are the man. And so I don't have a tag team partner, so I'm probably not going for the tag titles. Right. But if that happened, I wouldn't be opposed to it. My goal from day one coming into the NWA was I look at Nick Aldis, who has been the face of the NWA for the last 2 years. But if I'm coming here, I don't want to be number two.
Right.
I want to be the face. And with that being the case, I'm looking for the world title first and foremost. Now, if I happen to hit a speed bump on the way in that happens to be the national title, that's a hell of a speed bump to hit, and I will take it. Why? Because that means that I am next in line. First of all, I got another title to add to my collection on the shelves at home. And on top of that, that means that I'm next in line for the world title.
I don't know how closely you keep a finger on the pulse of indie wrestling, whether it's in the Southeast or just all across the country, but as far as other talent, I mean, we've seen who's holding the titles here right now in the NWA, and of course yourself is a part of the NWA. Do you know of any other names coming in that we might have to look forward to coming into the NWA anytime soon?
Yeah, Steve McGurk will be here tomorrow, actually. You won't believe this guy. He's amazing. Actually, that's not even a real person.
I can tell by the look on your face. I'm sitting here racking my brain. Steve McGurk. Do I know Steve McGurk? Let me think about Steve McGurk. I'm just going to play along. Yeah, I know him.
No, I appreciate that you were going to play along. No, I have no clue. I pretty much show up. They tell me who I'm wrestling, what I'm doing, and I say, hey, that works for me, and that's what I do. I don't know. Sometimes they might be like, hey, what do you think about this person? I'll be like, they're all right. What do you think about this person? But for the most part, I kind of just do my own thing.
Gotcha. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys here, of course, tonight and tomorrow night for the first ever studio tapings here in Georgia for the NWA. And Eli Drake, thank you so much for joining us here on the Mean Street Podcast.
Of course, thank you. Looking forward to tonight and tomorrow. And everybody remember, check out the NWA, check out Eli Drake.
This is the Mean Street Podcast.